Weed, pot, reefer, whatever you want to call it, marijuana has split the nation. And for years, CNN's own Sanjay Gupta has been one of the most vocal detractors, an outspoken opponent of medical marijuana. But then something changed.
Meet 19-year-old Chaz Moore. He uses many different strains of marijuana, many of them high in CBD, to treat his rare disorder of the diaphragm.
My abs will, lock up.
That's why he's talking this way, almost speaking in hiccups, like he can't catch his breath. It's called myoclonus diaphragmatic flutter.
This fluttering here, it's annoying, but it becomes painful pretty quickly, I imagine.
Yeah, after 15, 20 minutes, this is where I can start to really feel it.
He's about to show me how the marijuana works. He's been convulsing now for 7 minutes.
How quickly do you expect this to work?
Within, the first 5 minutes. And I'm done.
That's it?
That's it.
It was actually less than a minute.
And just like that, arguably the most well-known neurosurgeon in America, Dr. Sanjay Gupta, had a change of heart.
I think, we've been terribly and systematically misled in this country for some time, and I did part of that misleading. If you look at all the papers that are written in the United States about marijuana, the vast majority of them are about the harm. That we fund studies on harm, we don't fund studies on benefit nearly as much. So it gives a distorted picture. But I didn't look far enough, I didn't look deep enough, I didn't look at labs in other countries that are doing some incredible research. I didn't listen to the chorus of patients who said, not only does marijuana work for me, it's the only thing that works for me. I took the DEA at their word when they said it's a Schedule I substance and has no medical applications. There was no scientific basis for them to say that.
So when New York Mayor Bloomberg was quoted as saying medical marijuana is the greatest hoax of all time, what do you say to him?
I'm surprised. I follow a lot of the mayor's comments quite closely. I listen to those comments as well. As part of those same comments, he was saying that the potency of marijuana has gone up. That is true. It has gone up probably over the last several years. But I urge him to look at the scientific papers. I was just looking at them again in preparation for your show. The science is there. This isn't anecdotal. This isn't in the realm of conjecture anymore. For a long time, we've just ignored these papers. But this was a drug, that was used for thousands of years.
Sanjay's newfound support for the use of weed, this shocking turnaround sparking a fiery debate now.
The vast majority of people that use weed use it to get loaded. They use it to get high. And look, I'm not here to say that it's, worse than alcohol. Of course it's not worse than alcohol. But why in the world would we legalize another drug so our nation's youth have another substance to abuse and medicate their feelings with? And this is, to me, the issue. We don't want to go from one extreme, reefer madness, which we know is a total exaggeration, but we don't want to go to the other extreme where we legalize this drug and endanger so many of our young people.
Okay.
Well, look, it can be difficult to sort of stratify the legitimate patients who have use for cannabis not only as a medication but as the only medication for their suffering, and as the doctor says, people who just want to get loaded or get high. That's true.
But if it's no more harmful than alcohol or tobacco, why shouldn't it be legalized? Isn't there an inconsistency in government policy?
I think so. And let me take it a step further than that. I think it's irresponsible of the medical community not to offer this as an alternative.
You have to watch Sanjay on Sunday. He digs into the highs and lows of weed, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on CNN. Do not miss that.